Hi guys. Today's featured channel is Surveyor Raw. Please be sure to click the links in the description to watch the full original videos, and also to visit the channel and get subscribed.
Hey, come in. Hey, come in. We can't have you recording the computers. That's criminal justice information, okay? We can't have you doing that. We also can't have you step in the sidewalk. You're fine to record, do what you want, but just don't be getting in our cars and doing that stuff, okay?
Just to repeat what you said so I understand, I'm not allowed to step on the sidewalk.
Step on the street.
On the street?
Can't have you step in the sidewalk. Can't have you step in the sidewalk. Can't have you step in the sidewalk.
You said sidewalk though, right?
Step off the sidewalk.
Step.
Yeah, you're not allowed
You
to
can
step
review
off
any
the
of your
sidewalk.
multiple forms of video. You're
Yeah.
fine to record us. Do your thing.
I'm
We don't
not
care.
allowed to step off the sidewalk, and what
Into
else?
the street, correct.
And what else?
And record our computers with the criminal justice information. You're not supposed to do that. So
What are you referring to?
I'm not going to talk anymore. Just don't be doing that, okay?
I'm just wondering if you're telling me not to do something, just what are you referring to so I know?
Don't be taking pictures of our MDTs.
I understand you're telling me that I can't record the screen. I'm just
Correct.
saying, if you're going to tell me, I just want to know why and what you're referring
I
to.
just told you. I'm not going to be baited into this anymore. I'm telling you, don't be recording our computer screens.
Oh,
okay?
I did it already.
Don't be doing that anymore.
I'm going to still do it.
Well, it's not going to happen, so.
I'm going to record it right now.
Stop recording our screens.
Nah.
We can't have you doing that. It's
You're
protected-
touching me.
It's protected information. We can't have you doing that.
You can't stop me. You shouldn't be touching me, though. Definitely shouldn't be touching me.
You look in our car.
Just leave me alone.
Leave us alone, please.
Just
That's
leave
all
me
we're
alone.
asking. Then stay there and leave us alone. Stop trying to look into our cars. We don't know what's going on.
I can do whatever I want, man. You can't stop me. Or,
I'm telling you to not
hey,
do that, please.
if you're giving me a lawful command like, hey, I can't really film the screen, tell me why, what you're referring to, and then I'll stop. But if you're just telling me like your feelings, that's not going to work. Okay? Tell me a law. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Refer to it, you know, and then I'll stop doing
Take
it.
a step back, please.
I'm not going to take a step back, bro.
You keep
This
pushing
isn't
closer.
this isn't the Tueler drill. I'm like 5 feet away from you.
There you go. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Copy. Thank you.
Well, you know, the only thing I would like an explanation of is the guy said that I couldn't record the computer screen from the sidewalk.
No, he was concerned.
Yeah, he was saying that I couldn't record the screen, this one, for example, from standing right here.
Let me explain what he's concerned about.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to know what he's concerned about. What I want to know is what he's referring to.
I'm trying to tell you that. because
Okay, so just tell me the law he's referring to that I can't record the computer screen from the sidewalk.
Access information, the information we get from like DOL, people's warrants, all that stuff.
Access information. That doesn't sound like an RCW. Let's get to the law.
Referring to an RCW.
You're not
I can
referring to the
get you
law.
into what he's talking about.
So you're not referring to any law. You're just going to explain to me his concerns.
There's multiple reasons.
Okay,
Not just
can you refer to any law?
one. Yeah, I can.
Okay,
And I will
please do.
So, step over here while they're doing their thing. This is what we're concerned about, and these are the laws that are out. Okay. The first thing that he's concerned about is he's seeing that you're looking there. And he wants to make sure, hey, I want to make sure there's no access to protect information that maybe an officer overlooked when they got out because we're coming to an emergency call.
Right.
When stuff was left up on a computer. If we get out of our car fast, those things are left up. It's protecting someone's privacy, right? So
He wants
giving
to
you
protect the
a
privacy,
request
yes.
to them. The other thing we're issue about is this guy's having a panic attack in the back of our car, right? And we're trying to have fire check him out, check his girlfriend out. When we have somebody that we don't know, right? I've never met you before.
Yeah.
You seem like an all right guy.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah. And if you want to go by and you want to require everything, we are totally cool with that, right? And that's
Hey,
why.
I understand what you're saying. You don't have to explain it all to me about the privacy
But you
and
said that you wanted to know, so I'm trying to
no,
get into.
but the thing is, what I want to know is what the guy's
we-
talking about. If he didn't make a request to me, like you said, he didn't make a request. He made a command and he made physical contact with my body and my property to stop me from recording on the sidewalk. Okay, so
Because
that's not
our
a that's
attention,
not a request,
when he
man.
has- when
That's
he
not a
has-
request. Okay,
hear me
that's
out?
not. But is it a request or not? It's not.
He was
It's not a
telling-
request.
He was telling
It's
you not to record
it's
on to our car, and there's multiple areas of concern. We
yeah.
have those things.
He should be
And when
requesting,
we're
not
taking-
demanding,
when we're
not making
taking-
contact with my property and my body. Okay.
If you disagree with the way that he handled it, I'm trying to explain.
It's obvious you don't handle it like that.
I'm trying to explain what everyone's concerned about, and then
It's this guy, right?
how obstruction would fit into that. If you don't want
Are
to,
you the guy who touched me?
No.
You're not the guy who blocked the camera and touched my hand in my camera?
No. I didn't touch you.
All right. I don't even know
you
which
still
guy it
listening?
was.
I can give you all the information. I know who it was.
Listen, man, I don't really want to listen because you're just like explaining to me the same thing over and over again that I already
No, I'm
understand.
trying to get to the end point, but you're not letting me because you keep interrupting me and saying you don't want to hear it. Then you're saying that you have questions and you're asking questions.
All I want to know is when the officer commanded me to not film from the sidewalk, not film the computer, and said it wasn't allowed and I should stop, and he made physical attempt to stop me. What is that based on? What law is he
Tell you what I
referring
believe
to?
it was based on.
Okay.
Are you ready to listen?
Yes, as long as you're telling me something lawful.
He's concerned because of privacy that's on the computer, right? That is potentially there. We don't have the issue to look at. There's also a bunch of other areas that I would be concerned about. I don't know if he was or not. There's a lot
Right.
of things I would be concerned about if I have somebody I don't know looking in a patrol car down there, looking at a patrol car over here, looking at a patrol car here, right?
Well, I'm trying to get the information from the
So-
screen.
Yeah, like a CAD call. That's okay. But if it's someone's DOL that accidentally got left up, that's an issue. Now he's
But,
he's
man,
pulling. Listen. Stop.
You're telling me
I'm almost
he
there.
accidentally left the stuff up on the screen,
could
and so he wants to
happen.
come back
Working
and
views.
ensure that it's not there. I totally understand. He should go back in the car and make
he's
sure it's
asking
not
you-
there, but he doesn't
in
make
the-
contact with me on the sidewalk
in the
and start
meantime-
giving me unlawful commands.
No, in
That's
the
not
mean-
appropriate.
Listen, in the meantime, if we're pulling our attention off of
Dumb,
what
dude.
we're dealing with, because he has now addressed.
You should be apologizing to me.
I'm trying to.
That's what should be happening. You're explaining to me the dumbest ever.
Explain to you what
Hey, sir.
structure would be and how it would fit.
Do you think I'm the primary officer here, okay?
All right.
I think that it's reasonable. We're under an obligation to protect the sensitive information on the screen, okay?
Yes.
He has two choices to be able to do that. He can try to get you to stop recording it because he's protecting somebody else's privacy, or he can rush around and try to do it.
He
made a
can
choice,
try to get me to
and I
stop
don't think
recording
I
it?
don't think that he intentionally tried to hurt you. He's just
He
trying
didn't.
to control the scene.
He didn't.
Right. So,
But
let's
just
just be reasonable. I know
But
what you're doing.
let's be reasonable and think about what you just said. You said he can try to stop me from recording it from right there on the
Yes,
sidewalk.
from recording information that is protected by law, and it's reasonable for us to do it. We're under an obligation to protect other people's law enforcement information.
And you think he
I
can
that
make
that's
contact
reasonable.
with me on the
I didn't-
sidewalk?
I just said that.
He got in my
I didn't
personal
see any of
space.
that, and I don't.
He touched me.
I think that it's reasonable to control the scene, and if you're standing right there, I don't believe for a moment that he
It's-
was
listen,
intending to
it's-
shove you out of the way or
It's
to be.
not that bad. It's
Yeah,
not that bad.
exactly. So I'm
But
just
he
telling you
came up
what's
to
the
me. He
intent.
made a loud verbal command. He made physical contact with
Yeah.
me. All I'm doing is recording the information that I can see on the
other
screen
thing-
from the
So
sidewalk.
we can't.
Any
legally
person that's
control the
walking
scene
by
around
can
us.
see the same information as me. You don't get to discriminate because I'm holding an objective record machine.
It's not.
Okay, Cole, we're gonna let you.
It is because if another person is walking down the sidewalk and they don't have a camera and they're walking down, they see the same information, and you put your hand in front of their face and say you can't do that. That's not okay. It's not okay when you have a camera either, man. You're supposed to abide by. HIPAA laws don't apply to me, dummy.
They apply to the patient.
Right, and they apply to you guys.
No, they apply to the patient. So
You guys are under HIPAA laws, not a dude on the sidewalk, okay? The f are you guys talking about, man? He's allowed to make physical contact with me and my property to obstruct
see,
me from engaging in constitutionally protected activity. Think about what you're saying, man.
He had a concern about what was going on, about the protected information, and about.
A concern is a feeling, bro.
us
Feelings don't
are-
trump the law.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that our attention is now being diverted because of concerns that we have from our primary investigation and towards addressing what we have going on with you and our cars, what's on the screen.
There's nothing going on except for I'm standing here with the camera. That's the only thing that's going on.
And like he said, there's, he can easily ask you, hey, let's just stay back, let's not do this. But when we start diverting our attention from our investigation, then that makes it a little more, right?
Well, hey-
I can look at the screen and if the...
Dude, come on. I'm standing right here, and I'm filming the screen. And he comes, I think it was this car, and he comes up to me, and he's freaking touching me. If I did that to you, you had me on the ground in handcuffs.
No, people come
I
to me all the
wouldn't.
time.
I wouldn't come and touch you. I wouldn't even attempt to
Depends on the
block
context.
your body
It
camera.
depends on the context.
How about this? How about I'm standing here and I have some information on my screen and I'm using my phone. And you come up behind me with the body camera, and I get in your face and I say, "Hey, you can't do that," and I block your body camera.
think
And I say,
we're
"No,
getting
no,
s-
you're getting my personal
I
information."
think you're getting stuck on just the context. He doesn't have an issue with you just recording it. What was being recorded and then how it was taking our attention away from what we were doing.
I try never to like make contact. I try just to be filming, but I get unlawful commands all the time. Like, what you've seen here, even though maybe we disagree if it's unlawful or whatnot.
we do, but
For
that's what we did.
for me, I think it's whether it's unlawful or not, it's
I think
inappropriate.
your intention to the time was nothing that was
I-
going to harm anybody. It was probably, yeah. That
Well,
wasn't your intention.
dude,
we
I'm-
don't know that stuff.
I'm not
We've had
gonna
people break into our cars and steal our rifles out.
Don't enforce your feelings. You see
That's
some guy
not
with a
what-
camera, he calls you a sidewalk. That's totally fine. That's a constitutionally protected act.
The fire department
Do
has
not
going
enforce
on,
your
I
feelings.
don't
Just
know.
enforce
It's-
the law, man. Just
Yeah.
enforce the law, please.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to click the links in the description to check out the full original videos and also visit the Surveyor Raw channel. Get subscribed and enjoy more content.